Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're not plugged in, bro. Okay, test the sound now. I was trying to test the sound and I was not even looking at the live stream, but here I am now. Okay, there might have been someone waiting for me to send them the link, so I'm going to check my email now, see if there's anyone waiting for the link so I can send it to them if there is. This might take me a minute. Let me see, I'm looking for my portal here, going to my email. My password, and now I'm checking. No one new. So let me see who there is here from yesterday. Get rid of this window, which is going to confuse me. Checking again. Good grief, what are all these emails here this morning? I've got to delete those. They're in my way. Okay. CO posting, live stream. I'm not seeing who was asking me to do this. Well, hopefully they'll find it because I'm not seeing it and it's time to get started. I guess I should introduce myself if there's anyone there. I go by Will, so I will introduce myself as I am going to try to set this up chat because right now I do not see the chat. Let me move this window out of the way. Okay, so now let me test what's going on here. Mhm. getting started at 7:32 a.m. Okay, I see that. So I'm going to first let you know that this indicator labeled as a slope strength indicator. Well, what happened was this morning I altered or modified my charts before I got here to the office. When I got to the office, I had to change all my charts. I watch about 10 foreign currency pairs, forex pairs, though I might eliminate the euro dollar, British pound at some point because like the way it I don't really like its price action, generally speaking. But getting back to my point, I had to change all of the charts. And in doing so, I noticed that this indicator labeled a slope strength indicator does not show my levels. So I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'll have to check afterward. But for now, I will need to merely let you know when the indicators on my primary charts are showing that this strength is good. Then I have three indicators up here. The red one, the red histogram, is pretty much indicates the direction in which I want to be trading. For instance, here I want to be bearish. Right here, probably wanted to be bullish. And then I have two price range oscillators. The thin black one is my primary price range oscillator, and then the thicker bluish one is my secondary price range oscillator. When both of them are at this threshold level, then I'm going to be looking for the possibility of price or price action or price flow reversing direction. So here you didn't really reach, well, okay, here the oscillators reached the threshold level, but there was no, what shall I say, the reversal was not maintained. There was no lengthy reversal. Not the word I want to use, but it doesn't come to mind. Then down here, once again, reaching the threshold level again, watching for a reversal, and here a significant reversal did occur. So it's not automatic. There are other indicators that are not pictured on these charts that serve as, what do I want to say here? Confirmation or validate a given move, and hopefully they would have told me to skip this move, skip this potential entry or trade, and to go ahead and take this one. But that will remain to be seen. So now that I've explained my oscillators a little bit, or my indicators a little bit, my lower panel indicators, let me go ahead and check my levels and see if there are any pairs. Actually, I did that about 15 minutes ago. And really, the only pairs that were showing good strength were the cable pairs. But looking at them now, the British pound, Japanese yen no longer is strong enough to warrant actually making trades. And now checking the cable US dollar, it is still strong. So if I were going to trade any of the 10 pairs this morning, it would be this one here, um, the cable US dollar. However, I have a rule about only entering positions when there is a pullback. So I'm checking to see where my support level is on the cable US dollar, and it's at about 1.2608. 1.2608. Okay, roughly this area. I want an arrow here. So I would like to trade the British pound US dollar. but my rules tell me don't go long until it pulls back at least to this level. Right now it's surging. I do not want to enter while it is surging. I want to wait for the pullback. It might never come, but if so, then that is the way it goes. Now I'm going to check some other pairs. Technically speaking, there is no other pair that I should be trading. So these will all be aggressive trades, if any, because my primary strength indicator says don't trade anything else. Looking at the Aussie dollar, US dollar, I've got a support level right here. Both my 30-minute trend and my 10-minute trend, my 30-minute price flow and 10-minute price flow are bullish. So I am going to enter a long position in my derivative account. I'm not going to be trading on this chart. I'm going to be trading in a different account on a different computer. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to my, what is it called? Smart Trader at deriv.com, looking for the Aussie dollar, US dollar. There is a delay here. I think they delay it on purpose in order to prevent people from entering at optimum levels, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just, what's the word? Simple. Okay, so they don't know which way it's going according to their odds. Their odds have it even. But I'm going to enter the trade anyway. I am in at 15 minutes. Their directions say win payout if AUD USD is higher than or equal to entry spot at 15 minutes after contract start time. So right now it's in the money and it's right here. So let me see if that's where it is or above 15 minutes from now. The time now is about 1740, so that would be about, or actually 740, so that would be about 755. 1754 here. Make this bigger, larger, so I can see what's going on here. And we're away. We're off. This is not an ideal trade, just to let you know. I'm merely making it for illustration purposes. So as you see, my slope is bullish. My secondary slope is kind of wishy-washy. At the moment, well, it's primarily bullish. I've got a bearish bar right here, but we'll see what happens. I could very well find that I lose on this trade because it was not ideal. Just anyone out there, I just want you to see, get an idea of what I do. And so I made the trade anyway. Checking some other pairs. Let me see. Aussie dollar, US dollar. You look like you should eventually go higher. All righty. Euro sterling is bearish. Where are you at? Oh, I'm looking at it. Okay, euro sterling obviously bearish. The secondary trend has a bullish bar right now. So I'm trying to decide if I want to mess with this one. And I've decided I don't. The reason being because the ideal pullback level, looking for it now, would be at about 82.90, would be up here. And it is nowhere near up there. There's sort of a little pullback here, but so it very well could drop from this level. But the probability, the odds are not high enough to warrant my entering a short position. I would be taking a chance, and I'm not gambling here. So I'm just going to pass this possible opportunity, trade opportunity. I'm going to pass it by. Euro Japanese surging, not a time. Well, actually, let's take a look at the euro dollar Japanese yen. I have a support level right there, or about there. So what I'm going to be doing is coming back and watching for whether or not my fast trend lines indicate that this pair is turning north after bouncing off support. I'll come back. It looks like it might do that. So even though the short term trend or the immediate trend is bearish, because it's near a major support level and the overall trend is neutral, the overall trend is going sideways. I am right now. I'm going to derive and I'm going to enter a euro, euro dollar, Japanese yen long position. Where am I at? I'm using the wrong tool. Okay, AUD USD looks good. Traders Hub. Get me into Smart Trader. Waiting. Shall I make my Smart Trader opening up? My expiry 15 minutes or 30 minutes? Let me take another look at my chart. I'm going to make it 15 minutes. Euro dollar. Where are you at? Japanese yen. Deriv believes that this is a mistake. No, they don't. Deriv believes I'm making the right move because the payout. No, they believe I'm making the wrong move because the payout is greater if it goes higher. So they think it's going lower. So let me stand by and see what actually happens. Or actually come back and see what actually happens. Because my indicators suggest that I'm right and they are wrong in the short run. In the long run, maybe it will come down, or in the long run, maybe the immediate trend or I'll say immediate trend will reverse north. It's my 10-minute price flow. So right now, the 10-minute price flow is bearish, but maybe it will turn bullish, seeing as how price action is taking place at the base of my 30-minute price range, my primary 30-minute price range. Let me take a look and see how my Aussie trade is doing, if I can, which I can't there. So let me go to my charts. AUD, USD. Was that what I was in? That's what I was in. And this trade is still in the money so far. Okay, I'll go and check some other pairs once again. So I have two positions on. Where am I looking? I'm looking in my Oanda account. The euro dollar, US dollar has to pull back. everything is bullish on this pair, but I need to wait for a pullback. Where is my support level? It's around 1.0452. So I would like to see price come back somewhere around this level, which would give me justification to go ahead and enter a long position. Okay, Great Britain JPY is on the way down. We have conflicting signals here. We have the intermediate trend is bullish. Oopsie, oopsie. Doody doo, doody doo. No, just pull you up here. We have this trend which is bullish, and we have another faster trend which is bearish. Pull it down, man. Pull it down. Alrighty. So we have a support level that is around checking. Ooh, we have two support levels that converge at about 191.05. Or I have two support levels that converge around 191.05. So if price, if the rate makes it all the way down to my blue horizontal line, insert an arrow. If it makes it all the way down here, I will be looking carefully, considering seriously entering a long position. I am not entering a short position at this time. We've already gone a ways, and my signals are conflicting. So, given the amount of time that the rate, has been on the decline, and given the fact that I have conflicting signals, I am opting not to enter a short position, to simply wait to see what happens if it reaches this major support level, and depending on what I observe, deciding whether to go long at that time. All right, going on to, oh, look at the British pound US dollar. The cable US dollar is at a, it, the support level has risen. The support level is now at around, checking, it's risen to 126.11. And the obviously bullish here, right here, looking wishy-washy, not very strong. But because of the strength of this trend, price flow, and my threshold level is right here. It's above my threshold level, and I'll check after this live cast to see what I did wrong that it's not showing up on this chart. So that would be one data point to support entering a long position. And what I'm doing is looking at my fast trend lines, which are not plotted on this chart, and watching for when the fastest moving average turns north, and then when the trigger line um, confirms the reversal north. if and when it ever does. So let me go back and check and see what's happening with the other trades I'm in, which I do not recall. Was it this one? Yes, still in the money, but it's trying to cheat me out of a win here, apparently. I hope you don't do that. And what was the other? I have forgotten. Was it you? Yes, it was, I believe. Let me check my deriv account. Euro Japanese. No, it wasn't you. It was you. Looking very good. Thank you very much. Now, what about you? Are you plunging on me? Is that where I entered? I'm thinking it was. Going to my deriv account so I can check my reports. Waiting for it to pop up. You are still in the money with 35 seconds left. How far are you from my entry? You're right above my entry, kind of pulling up. So this may end up okay, or it might pop down at the last second and not end up okay. As I said, this was not an ideal trade, but I want to do something here. So if there's anyone watching, they get an idea of my decision making process, my protocol, my methodology. So that closed in the money. Thank you very much. And what have we here? How much time is left on this trade? Let me see if I can check. The euro. No, what is this? This is the euro Japanese. Yeah, that's right. The euro Japanese yen has 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. It would be crazy if this were to come all the way back down in the next 5 minutes. But you never know.
I was Elijah.
I should have marked where I entered with a vertical line. I forgot to do that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I entered somewhere around here, maybe. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So right around there. Still heading higher. So that's looking good. Had I made that trade in my, what is it? My Nadex? Yes, if I had entered a knockout position in my Nadex account, that would be about $15 if I purchased just one contract. So that would have been all right. But I can only do so much at one time. I am not a multitasker, as I understand a lot of guys are not. Okay, I've been doing this for not even 30 minutes yet. All right, let me look here. I am going to call it a day, I think. So I was going to do this for 2 hours, but I cannot see talking for 2 hours. So I'm actually working with someone in a different location because you cannot trade deriv.com live in the United States where I'm located. So I have to work with a partner in a location where you can trade deriv.com. I'm going to go and trade some of my own accounts now. And also, if my partner is listening, I am going to switch over to Discord. So I am not talking for another 90 minutes, which is not normal for me. I'll have to get used to it if I continue to do this, if I start doing this for 2 hours. So I'm looking in the chat, not seeing anything here. So I'm going to type, is there anyone watching? And maybe I did something where the chat is not enabled. I didn't think I did, but this is my first time streaming live. So I very well might have made an error. I did not follow that with a question mark. And I'm not seeing any response here. So I'm going to shut this off. Check my email for the people who wanted me to send a link and explain what happened if they're waiting and never received one. And then I'm going to go over to Deriv. So if there's anyone who is actually there, those were two successful trades, binary option trades I made this morning. I'm going to end it right here and then consider whether or not I will continue with this tomorrow. Um, that will depend on whether there's anyone other than the partner I have overseas who is watching. So maybe I'll be back here tomorrow at 7:30, or maybe not. It just all depends. So if anyone is out there, let me wish you good luck, good trading, but bye for now. Let's stop sharing. I don't want to do stop sharing. I want to do, I guess I do. Or if I do hide and then end stream.